So, I do think it's about time that I share a personal experience of mine. Something that's near and dear to my heart. Disclaimer, this video will be more serious than usual as I will say some very personal things. I'm simply sharing an experience that happens to have some traumatic things attached to it. So, I'm not sure where exactly to begin. Let's say 2016-ish. I was a pretty young kid, always going to Chuck E. Cheese's with my dad. He only wanted to do the fun stuff and not really take care of me, but I was too young to see that. This might be important later. I had gotten very attached to Chuck E. Cheese's as a whole, my local stage being a Studio C beta. I had wanted to go to Wilmington for a while, despite it being 4 hours away. I used to think it was the closest 3 stage, and it only had Pizzacam. My dad, who is no longer around, as he had left me for the reason I said earlier about only doing the fun stuff and not really wanting to take care of me. Enough of the boo-hoo stuff. After he had left, and since I was a stinky little iPad kid, I went on YouTube to research Chuck E. Cheese's. I came across a video by TPM Vids, and I was invested. It was about extinct Chuck E. Cheese characters, the history of the franchise, and more. Big thanks to TPM Vids for giving me Chuck E. Cheese's brain rot. Anyway, in one of his videos, he mentioned Pizzacam, who at the time was in around 4 locations, but was included anyway due to his lack of presence in most 3 stages. I immediately became attached, begging my mom to go to Wilmington once every month or 2. She had promised but never got me there since they closed down around 2021. I was convinced I'd never see Pizzacam again. I had made a Pizzacam out of cardboard, but it wasn't enough. I had to see him in person. I had to see him working. And I did. I walked into the Pineville location during its grand reopening on the verge of passing out. The character I had waited 7 whole years to see was right inside of these doors. My face was going pale and I was so close to collapsing. I really thought I was mentally prepared just to see him. I had been to Pineville a few times, but not with the character I cherished dearly sitting and waiting there. But he just wasn't sitting and waiting. It felt like Pizzacam was waiting for me. Nobody else, just me. I know that sounds weird, but the attachment made it feel like that. Once everyone rushed to his side of Pasquale's stage with their phones, I knew he was there. I knew he was up. I kid you not, I was sobbing my eyes out. I really didn't believe him. I was so convinced I was dreaming, but I wasn't. I did recently find a good term to label my attachment to him. He's just my son now, basically. Nolan Bushnell let me adopt him. Confirmed, not clickbait. Anyway, that day I got to fulfill a childhood dream. Sadly, they didn't play Out of This World, which is a very specific part of said childhood dream. But I digress. I am now friends with some employees now, and I got the contact of one. They said they would let me know when the show was sent back to them, as they did have it in May. Editing Moss here? I need to own a Pizzacam.